Hey guys, fuck shit, and welcome to the last episode of the Monster Party series that I've been doing. It's been a while, but we've made it. Alright, I didn't have to really level up. I'm a little sad though that I couldn't get all the abilities for everybody, but that's okay, we got enough. So, I already used stat seeds on people. Some notable things, I gave a little bit of HP seeds to Hogarty just to keep him relevant so he can 250 is about like an equal amount of HP to have for anybody at this point that doesn't have especially super duper high defense anyway or resistances, and that's working for him. I also gave him a bunch of strength seeds as well to get him as strong as he is, so that he's going to be our big hitter. Then we have Kingu, who I mostly gave MP seeds. I don't think I gave him anything else because he really doesn't need it. He's already just stacked as hell. He actually might run out of MP, though, by the way. There is a good chance of it. Yep, he is pretty well set up here, too. By the way, I don't think there's any new abilities. Yeah, Hocus Pocus. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm going to totally use that. Let me see. Yeah, nothing there. Blubba, I gave some agility seeds to make him a little faster so he can go just a little bit sooner. I also got a couple bits of HP in there, and mostly got resilience seeds so that he could be comparable to the others and get more defense. I figured that was the better option for him, to be able to take some hits, but also not be like a super tank as well. He doesn't have as much HP. Technically, he is better than Hogarty, but Hogarty has some self-healing, so I feel like that's fine. Honestly, maybe Kingu should be in front, but I'd rather not risk him. So, but yeah, and he's just as Inferno at this point. So yeah, and then last is Megusa. Megusa could have been a little bit better, but to be fair, Ice doesn't do too much to Estark anyway, so Crackle really wouldn't have been done that much more damage. Megusa is better off just going ahead and transforming into a dragon for the most part. But yeah, this is their final skills that they're going to have for this. If you want to see them with all their skills, you have to go all the way to level 80, which is just not happening. It's just not worth it for you. It shouldn't be freezing blizzard either. It should be cold breath if you're going to get it by level 80, like seriously. But yeah, they're mostly just speed anyway. So, oh, and I also gave them HP seeds to make them more comparable too, because they only had like 205 before, so 260 is enough, I'd say. I don't think I gave them anything else. I think I dumped some wisdom seeds over on Kingu too for no particular reason. Did I give any resilience? No, I didn't give any resilience to them. Okay. Now for the item setup. So we're going in with the Blizzard Blade for this. We did pick up a Flail of Destruction, but we didn't really need it. So that's why we're going with this, the usual setup here. I could have gotten a Great Helm. I forgot to get it, and honestly, it's just not that important. It's 5 more defense. It's whatever, honestly. I have the Miracle Sword in case I really need him to heal. 1 Yiggleaf, 1 Elephant Elixir just for emergencies, and a Rebirth Stone, just because it just seems like it'd be good to be used on him. As for Kingu here, they got the Orichalcum, Flowing Dress, and Silver Shield, so fire is not going to be an issue. The ice will be a little bit. Meteorite Bracer, Staff of Salvation, a Diamond was on their way through this dungeon, 1 Elephant Elixir, and a Rebirth Stone for the same reason for Hogarty. Those two seem to be the most important to keep things going, while these two can be revived if need be. Excuse me, hiccup. Anyway, Metal King, yeah, this is just the same equipment for Blubba. Got a Sage Stone and the Yigdu, Diamond, Elephant Elixir, and last Megusa, who has the Cobra Claw, yeah, Metal King, all Silver Shield, all the stuff that you've seen before. The Staff of Salvation, War Drum, they'll be the War Drummer for this one. And then they turn into Dragon Staff whenever they need to. They have a Zenithian Sword that's not really necessary, but it was more like, we'll see how I feel. Yiggleaf and Elephant Elixir as usual, Diamond for on the way through. So that's everything there. It's time to get started. Yeah. I want to make sure I had everything set up. Let's do this. Yes, we are going to disturb you, Estark. We've come to destroy you. Let us fight. Time to wobble. And boss time against Estark. Alright, for this, you are just attacking at this point. There's no point in not doing anything else. You are going to shut up. Yeah, you're going to shut up. No, you're going to do the insulate. Let's see, for this. Oh, I'm actually going to have you Disruptive Wave, and you're going to Ward Drum. because we want to get rid of that bounce, just to make it, just to get rid of it, or because we don't want it there. It's all simple enough. You're going to attack. You're going to, let's see. Should I have you Omni? I don't think you need to. You're going to salvation. You are boosted at this point. You can actually attack for the time being, and you already war drum, so you're going to help heal. Yeah, 250 damage there. That's not too bad. Blood Bubble could have Caprizzle if I leveled him up more, by the way, and that would have actually been very useful. All right, you're going to keep attacking. Insulate. Should you Sage Stone? I don't know if he should Sage Stone or not. You know what? You're going to Sage Stone just to be safe here. And you're going to War Drum. Just to get a little bit of a buffer. Oh. Oh, there goes most of our buffs there. You're going to attack. You're going to insulate. You're not going to Sage Stone. You are going to just attack to help. Actually, no, wait. No, I need you to too, because I want a War Drum. So, yeah. Kingu may go down. Okay. Insulate will take care of that. And now we're going to actually omni-heal, because we need that MP. Also, I would do Absorb Magic, but the problem with that is... Oh, wait. Do you have it? You do not. If you did, I would put it on Kingu so Kingu could not waste their turn. But right now we are buffed up, so you can attack, and at this point, you may as well Dragon Staff. At least Magusa has some decent agility. Oh, you have to freaking... You have to Omni-heal again, because 2 people are too low. Alright, you two just attack. Yeah, I think his attack is about comparable to Frizzle, so yeah, you're better off doing that. When you're oomphed, anyway. Alright, you're going to do attack. I'm going to actually just have you... I'm actually going to have you attack, I think. Because you're going to Sage Stone. Yeah, that was... Bubba basically just has enough agility to Sage Stone usually ahead of him. Ah, he Disruptive Wave just before the Insulate. What a dick. Alright, well, you're attacking, you're Omniing, you're going to have to Insulattle, and you need to Drum. I go back and forth with Insulate, Insulattle, by the way. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright, you can just do a nice self-heal, and you're going to attack. You already drummed up, so you can Dragon. Nice! I love it when they Dragon attacks like that. That's an Omni. Omni, this is where Omni Heal is actually going to be, like, necessary to a point. But I am trying to conserve the MP where I can. You're going to attack and you're going to Sage Stone. By the way, that Yigduke will come in handy if Kingu's out of MP or something. Alright, Double Breath. I'm going to say Omni. We could get away with Sage Stone healing and all that, but I'd rather not. If I wasn't buffing everything else up, Absorb Magic would not be a bad idea. But you have to reset it each time, and it's just not worth that. He did that after Disruptive Waving. What a dick. You're gonna Insulattle. You're going to Sage Stone. Yeah, you're gonna Sage Stone. I think that's enough. Okay, good. Yeah, we should be okay. Oh, nice dodge. I love those moments. Okay. And I think spot healing will be fine. And you can Dragon stuff. At least you can resist the fire when you're doing that. Oh, that's a Sage Stone now. Alright, you two can attack and you can Sage Stone. But yeah, like Kingu and Blubba have decent enough strength that this works out pretty well. Also with the drum. Are you going to? You're going to. You dick. Alright. Attack. You're going to... Actually, you're going to Insulate. You're going to Yigdu with this. No, no, wait. No, no. That's a waste. Omni, Insulate, and Drum. But yeah, this is not a bad party, honestly, now for this part. Like, if you want to do because you can get these guys early enough, and they're not... Well, Kingu's a little bit unfeasibly hard to recruit. But this actually works out pretty well. I mean, Magusa's role could be filled with anybody's. But honestly, not too bad. You're going to heal. You shouldn't need to Stage Stone. Everyone's at least 250. So you can attack. He didn't Disruptive Wave it again, did he? I'm trying to remember. I'm about to find it. Oh, now he did. Okay. Nice crit. Okay. I wish if that was with the Miracle Sword, that would have been even nicer. I'm going to actually have you Insulate, and you're going to Sage Stone instead. You're going to drum it up. I'm risking Hogarty a little bit here. Hogarty is really solid, though. I am honestly shocked. Oh, are you going to breathe on us? Oh, he survived. Good job. Now I need to switch this up. Do an omniheal. That's your only full heal, unfortunately. You're going to Insulate. You're going to drum. I really wish I killed off monsters just so I can get the extra talking part out of the way, but that's okay. Oh, the Insulate was slow? Yeah. Dang it. Sage Stone's not enough. You attack, and you can go ahead and staff. Good hits. But yeah, having someone fast that uses Insulate will make things work so much better. You should be able to get away with the Sage Stone, probably. You attack and you Sage Stone. Yeah. Blubba, again, most of the time will outspeed, but not always. Medusa should be fine unless he gets double Caprizzled. Or attacked, I mean. I think I need to Omni. I don't... This is a little bit in the mix. Either double heal or we need... I want to make sure we get more than one person attacking, so... Oh, wait, no, we already have that, actually. So you know what? No. I'll be fine. Because Magusa is in that mode right now. Okay. Is he dead? Yeah, but that's okay. He's coming back. Alright, well, that's bad. That's bad a little bit. We're going to need to Insulate again. You just self-heal, you Insulate. Drum is also down too, that means. Oh, well now it's down for everybody. Also, Insulate's up now too. Great. Alright, go ahead and just do a self-heal. You can attack and you can drum. Dick. Alright, anyway, Insulate, attack, and drum it up. But yeah, like I said, for the most part, we're not really in danger. We'll have a couple slip-ups here and there, but we can do this. I'm gonna have to Omni-heal for this one. Too far but down. I don't think he Disruptive Waved us again, so... Yeah, we're good. Insulate is so good. One of the best support skills in this game. You can attack and you heal. Yeah, the only times where it's a little dangerous is if he Disruptive Waves and then like does the big blazing breath or something. Though I will say Kaboom's doing some pretty good work. You're gonna have to Omni. On my test run, I had to use one Elfin Elixir. That's why I only gave everyone just like one each, just in case I need someone else to do it. Oh, you dick! A Sage Stone could combat that, though. I'm going to actually do that. Sage Stone and Drum. But yeah, I mostly just wish Medusa could gain their skills earlier, because they're really easy to recruit, and they can get some decent abilities. If they got them earlier, it would be much better. You absolutely have to Omni. You attack, and you can go ahead and use the staff. I'm so glad, though, that Dragon Staff exists, because it can make anybody a little bit better. I think it's... Oh, Blubba, you missed! I think we can get away with just a Sage Stone. Good. Nope, that's it. Again, we can get away with the Sage Stone. All right. Conserve that MP. Yeah, Sage Stone heals at least one of the fire breaths. Double breath. We may need 2 healers for this. Alright. Again, trying to conserve. It also, honestly, if I can get away with not using an Elfin Elixir, I would really like that. But I highly doubt it. Alright. You need to attack. You need to insulate. You need to Sage Stone. You need to Drum. So we only have 1 attacker this round. Okay, good. That's... Oh, we did it! And we did it without an Elfin Elixir! Yes! Okay, I feel much better about that now. Alright, yeah, that actually worked out pretty well. Really? You're gonna level up now. If you learn a new ability now, I'll be pretty annoyed. Okay. We got a mini medal. That's actually a little rare, but... Anyway. 34 turns? Could be better. But yeah, if we were leveled up higher, though, that would definitely work. In any case, yeah, we got it through Estark, and that's the best part about this. And now that's the end of Monster Party. I will let you know. Eventually, I will be doing a sort of tier list of some sort to let you know what I believe each monster ranks on this. That's why I've been doing these little detailed analysis at the end of my Monster Party runs, just to be like, so, these are the party members that were good, these are party members that could be better. And that's why I'm going to say that right now, and again, for at least this final party. Each of them have their benefits, at least, here. So, Warhog, surprisingly, pretty good. I am shocked at how useful they are. I think their only downside might be that they're a 1 in 32 chance to be gotten. Now, they are common enough that it's not too bad. They're on the same level of finding somebody like, say, the healslime as well. They're the same recruitment rate, or even a Powie Yowie or Ticking Time Bird. The Ticking Time Bird doesn't deserve that, but whatever. In any case, they're mostly reasonable. I mean, even the Conjurers and Conjurers and Conquisitors are also in that range too. So they're the ones that, you could work towards because they're common enough, and you probably will run into getting one. And you only have to be level 28 to get it, so by the time you sink them, unless you're rushing, you probably run into them. And if you do, they're a very solid attacker. The only thing is that you get tuppence for free. So you get tuppence for free. So yeah, unless you really just want a guy that has additional resistances, which he does. That part is good. Like, you may as well use tuppence then. I think tuppence is also faster, but it's been a while since I've used him. So really, that's the thing. When you have an equally good human to help you out, it's kind of like, But you know what? Hoggerty could be good for another attacker, and I'd say the only thing is he does level up a little bit slower. I think he levels up slower than tuppence anyway. But his biggest benefit really is the focus strength. So if you really want to utilize focus strength, it really does work out pretty well, and he's a very solid attacker. He's pretty good. So next up is Kingu here, and Kingu, as mentioned before, I feel is a little bit overhyped in a way. His biggest his biggest, I wouldn't say accomplishment, but his biggest usability is endgame stuff. But during the main game, you get him, yeah, he's good. He's got good attacks and decent stuff, but decent abilities and all, but not having a single target heal cheapens him for me. I mean, you could use your hero to do that healing part anyway, but at the same time, it's like, I want someone that's going to be versatile and you want to do more. He just seems like you just take him out of the wagon, have him do an omniheal, and then go away. That seems to be what his shtick is, and you can use him that way. That's fine, but like well-roundedness feels like he's just kind of. Also, he and CureSlime both are 1 in 64 chance to be gotten. That's the same catch rate as a CureSlime. CureSlime, who is much more versatile, can actually get single target and multi-target healing, revive as well. I don't know. Also the healslime is even better because they also get omniheal. They just don't get as much MP, and maybe not as good of stats, but they're still like very usable. Yeah, I think I like. Oh yeah, no, CureSlime also gets omniheal. I forgot about that. So yeah, they both get omniheal, so it's not that bad really. Yeah, and they get both get a lot of MP. Just King CureSlime gets more. So I don't know. I think he lacks a little bit in terms of usability by the time that you can get him, but he's useful. CureSlime, he's good. That's just about it. He's just good. He gets a lot of his skills earlier than, like, say, a slime. A slime doesn't get, like, Inferno until late, I think. Actually, I don't even know if slimes get Inferno. I think they get Scorch, and that's like at level 80 or something. They're one of those, again, slow burn monsters. Pokemon, jeez. Slow burn types here. He also does eventually get, what is it? I'm looking, I have this up. He has Inferno right now. He also does get Kafrizzle at level 27, which would make him actually a pretty decent mage because he actually gets some of the best MP for a attacking monster. That said, like, as you saw, I just ended up using him as an attacker, and he did just fine as well because he's so well-rounded that he can do that. So, I don't know. I feel like he does get good resistances. You know what? I forgot about that. He does get some very good resistances, especially to fire. King CureSlime does not get that, by the way, while CureSlime actually does. So, yeah. So, generally, I'd say CureSlime is well-rounded enough that he is fine. But you don't want to, like, go out of your way to get him because it takes a little bit much longer to do so. In fact, if you want someone that uses Kazing, you may as well just grab a Orc King and be done with it, really. So that's my opinion, because I know out of all the humans, only your son gets Kazing. Everyone else, yeah, the best you get is Zing, I think, and that's it. So I guess he's an okay Kazinger, but you're better off with, like, your King then. Anyway, and finally, we got Magusa, who I've been bragging on for a while. Magusa has a lot that they could be doing if they got their skills earlier. Getting Crackle only at level 30, and you know, I had them, as soon as I could get them, I had them. So it's not like I was even, like, skipping battles or anything without them, other than maybe a couple bosses, but even then, like, what, level 36 they would have been at? That's still not enough to even get to their next skill, which is honestly useless in my opinion. What is it? Drain Magic. It's like, why? Maybe I should do a run where I just do all the slow burn monsters that go all the way to level 99, because this one can level all the way to 99. They do level up decently fast, but I don't know. The Crackle at level 50, Freezing Blizzard at 80, not even a Cold Breath, it's just Freezing Blizzard. Like, really? You get that Freezing Blizzard to start with a lot of other with monsters. I keep saying Pokemon, I'm so sorry. So, I don't know. Mana War here could be much better. But that said, they are usable, they are fine. They kind of make me think of the Draki, where they can hold on for quite a bit and do some pretty, and they do have some good support moves here. Like, Wild Battles, I was using Burning Breath Paralysis attack and Dazzle Flash a lot. It was helpful. Great, especially if you go against a Mimic Paralysis. Yeah, Paralysis. Para that ass. No, Paralysis attack is also very useful for the Mimics and Candy Boxes because they're susceptible. Crackle, too little too late. Tingle would be great if, Mana Ward didn't just, be so susceptible to getting paralyzed themselves. I mean, they resist a little bit, but not a lot. And as you saw against Burning Breath with Lodja, yeah, that did not work well. stat-wise, you know what? They're speedy. There's a lot of you have a lot of monsters in that role already, so they could be better. They're not bad. But for a final Monster Party run, though, I'm satisfied with this. Next time I play Dragon Quest V, though, I'll be mixing some humans more into this, or doing some specialized monster running, or maybe I'll do some of the editing where I have like save editor where I use different people in the beginning of the game and have them all the way from the start from the beginning. That could be kind of fun. So we can see about that. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this series of events for Monster Party. I don't know if I'll be jumping right back into Dragon Quest V or not again, or if I'm going to go to Dragon Quest 6 or 4 again. I haven't done 4 in a while. Or maybe even do some of the Switch games that I wanted to do Sean's runs in. I may hold off on those because I want to do some other Switch games first. So, in any case, thanks for watching, and have a good day.